Representative Sharon Wylie from the 49th District. How are you?
I'm doing just great today.
This is the fourth week, and things are happening very fast. Your bills fared well.
They got out of committee, we're on to the next step.
Good. You have another bill, the Intermediate Capital Project. What does that do?
That's a piece of what I've been working on all along, which is to streamline and cut costs in the programs that already exist. This one moves things along a little bit faster that are going to be done anyway, and it puts people to work faster, particularly in construction jobs, which is the real lagging part of our economy.
You've been wearing this pin every single day this session. Please talk to me about that.
This plan, it's kind of genius. I'm really proud of the leaders that came up with the concept, and we've been working on the details. What it does is it takes revenue that we know we're going to have, and it bonds little pieces of it so that the projects that are already in the pipeline, that are already really, really important, get done sooner when we need them right now, rather than later when people may not need them so much. So it's a jump start to the economy, and it's related to infrastructure. The last time we even approached the kind of recession and slowdown we have in our economy was in the early 80s. And under Governor Dan Evans, a Republican governor, the state came together to do a temporary sales tax which then expired, and they used that money to invest in the kind of infrastructure we really needed. We can't expand our businesses and get businesses to locate here if we are lacking sewers and lacking roads, lacking ways to get product to market. We can't fulfill our obligation to our students if we don't have classrooms. So investing in those things while still being very prudent with our debt ceiling, and right now that's exactly what we need. We don't have any help from the federal government like we did. And we need to do it locally. We need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, and this is part of that process.
And this Jobs Now, Jobs Tomorrow plan is throughout the state.
Absolutely. The list is still being worked on to make sure that it's fair and that it's distributed throughout the state. The priority programs are the ones that really put people to work right now. They're all ready, and especially if they leverage other money, where you fund this program and it pulls in 2 or 3 times that amount of money to put into that project. And we're talking programs that can be done by local government and local communities where the priorities are very well known. And like I said, all of the projects that are so far on the list are projects that have been identified and supported by a lot of people and are, they put people to work. They're ready to go right now so that people can be back to work in June or July. Once you get things moving again, a person gets a job, they are able to put food on the table, they are able to go to lunch when they have a lunch break. It means that they don't lose their house, that they can stay where they are, their kid can stay in school, that if somebody gets sick, they can get health care, they can get well, and they can help each other, and all of that builds the economy. Right. And then you have the infrastructure on the long term.
Mm-hmm. Great. And how about the budget? How's that going?
That's going to be really tough. Budget writers are looking at everything possible. We've picked the low-hanging fruit. We've done the obvious efficiencies. There's been many, many cuts over the last 5 years. Now we're cutting to the bone, and we're also continuing to build improvements into our systems, into our ways of doing things into the future. Government will never go back to a time in the past, and we know that. So a lot of the efficiencies, a lot of the reforms are going forward, and they're going to be there forever. But we are going to have to make some hard choices about what kind of state we're going to be, and that's going to involve the people. Anything we do on the revenue side will be getting a vote of the people, and so our job as legislators is going to be to talk about those hard choices, to be absolutely honest about the dilemmas we face. My biggest concern right now is that a lot of the things that look like possible cuts have unintended consequences. Mm-hmm. They just shift the cost down to the local taxpayers. You take away somebody's medication, and they may end up in their emergency room. They may end up in the jail if they're being treated for mental illness. So, the unintended consequences and then the loss of partnering money for some of those social programs is really critical. And we have to step up to the plate and fund basic education. The courts have been very clear. I don't think anybody here argues with the importance of that, but it's also important to have a higher education system so that people whose jobs change, whose circumstances change can go back and get the work that the training they need so that they can get back to work.
All right. Well, looks like you have a lot on your plate. Good luck.
Thank you.
We will see you soon.
Bye.